Hey everyone! In today's video, I'm going to be going over my deck collection. Now, before we get into this, a few things I want you to know. The first thing is, I'm not going to be going over any of the decks because I have deck reviews on most of the decks. So if you do see a deck in here you like, go ahead and let me know the name down below of the deck. And the second thing is, I do have I'm gonna actually leave the playlist of my deck reviews down below. There's about 2 or 3 playlists, but I'll let you know what decks I actually have deck reviews for as we go along here. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. And before we actually do that, there's no order as to how I'm going to show you these decks. I'm just going to reach in and pull out each deck as we go. So let's get straight into this. So the first deck we have here is going to be the Bicycle Fader Ace. And I do know from my last video, I did show you some of these decks briefly. So I'll leave that video down below if you do want to check that out. But I won't be going over those decks I did show you briefly either. Just the decks I have never shown you before, I'll let you see briefly. So the first deck here is Bicycle Fighter Ace. The second deck here is going to be the Black Medieval Knight. Now, I do have a white one as well. I think I did show you this before, actually, so I'm not going to go ahead and show it to you. But once again, if there is a deck in here that I did not do a review for, let me know the name down below if you would actually like a deck review on that. The third deck here is going to be, these are blue original circleback tally hose. Okay, and I do have a deck review on these as well. So most of these decks I have already reviewed, so that's going to come in real handy. And the fourth deck here is going to be Magic Trick Cards. Now, these are actually, I can't remember the name actually, but they're gonna have duplicate 9 of hearts. So every other card is gonna be that 9 of hearts. I think it's a Svengali deck, but I can't remember the name. There were some instructions that came with this deck, but I must have put them somewhere else. So we have 2 jokers, and then every other card is the 9 of hearts. And then I was left with 2 extra 9 of hearts. Okay, so these are called Magic Trick Cards. The next deck here is going to be the White Medieval Knight. Now, you can see how much I actually use these. I won these from Card Mechanics 5,000 subscriber contest. And I did show, I think, one of the other decks, and I think it was my Identical Joker video. So I will go ahead and leave that video down below. But I didn't do a review on these, but you can actually see the back design is going to look like this. Then you can see here's what one of the cards look like. You can see how thin and skinny those pips are. Here's one of the hearts. So the reds are going to be really dark. The blacks are going to have that. It's going to be skinny at the bottom, then fat at the top. And then for a diamond right here, I'll show you one court card real quick. I don't want to take up too much time here. So one court card. And then I'll show you that Ace of Spades, because that's everyone's favorite. Here's the Ace of Spades. It says Medieval. So these were the white medieval deck. And like I said before, I have the black one as well. So the next deck here, everyone should know is my favorite. Just standard bicycle. So I'm not going to do a review on these, obviously, because everyone knows bicycle. I've used these plenty of times. The next one in here, I don't know the name of this, but it's going to be a blue deck like this, okay? I think I showed this in my last video, so I'm not going to go over it. It comes with a double backer, okay? So I can't remember, though, if I did show it in my last video. So I'm just going to show it right now real quick. And then here's the ace. Now, there was a pink one I had around here somewhere, but I don't even know where that is. And then the last one right here is going to be another bicycle deck. It's a red one. I love stocking up on red and blue bicycles. Recently, I've got into the habit of also buying black bicycles as well. But I think I'm going to stick with red and blue even more. So this one I do have a deck review on. It's the Navigators. It's a really, really nice deck, okay? So make sure you check out the review because it has some pretty cool stuff that comes with it. The next deck here, I actually won from a channel called Ever So Slight a few years back. I won 3 decks. This was one of 3 decks. So I have a review on these as well. These are the Polyantha playing cards by Black Roses. These are really good, okay? These come with some really cool cards I never even heard of before. The next deck here, I used to use a few years back for quite some time. Then I had to get a second one. This is that second deck here, called the Bicycle American Flag. It was one of my teacher's favorite decks, so that's why I had to get a second one, because the first one was so dirty and used. Okay, so the back is going to be the American flag. Is a really nice collector's deck as well. You can see the cards in here are going to be different. So there's going to be the black cards, going to have that star in there. The red cards are going to have the star as well. And the reds are actually darker. And notice how the back design's going to be different as well. Don't know if it's going to pick up on camera here. It's going to be like a gray and a white sort of back. Excuse me there. One of the court cards right here I can show you. Gonna have that same back design. It's gonna have that star in the pip. And you can see it can be fully customized, fully designed. I guess that's the word. Customizable. I think that was the word I was looking for. I don't even know if that is a word. And then for the Ace of Spades here, right at the top. Okay. So right here you can see it says bicycle. It has the flag. Just a really nice deck. It says American flag. So these were the American flag cards. I don't use these that much anymore because I'm not in high school anymore. But these are still really nice. And then the last deck, I think I did a review on these. Or maybe I didn't. I don't remember for the life of me. But I think I did show these in the last video. So these are just going to be some brown bicycle cards. Okay. Now, if I didn't show the cards, here's what they look like. I have a feeling there were 2 or 3 decks I didn't show, even though I wanted, even though I should have. So here's the back design. It's going to be a bicycle card, except it's going to be brown. Comes with a double backer. The court cards are going to be different. So the reds are going to be darker, okay? And the colors are going to be brown, obviously, then some sort of light blue. Now the number cards aren't brown, but they're black. The number cards here are going to have that dark red. And then for that Ace of Spades here, right here, it's going to be a regular, I want to say bicycle ace, but I'm not too sure. Even though I use bicycles all the time, this is one card I don't look at that often, is the Ace of Spades. So there's that card. And I actually have to make some room real quick before we continue. So let me go ahead and make some room over here. And I think gonna put this down, these down. Okay, so I think we're good. If I have to, I'll use my other desk, the other side of my desk here. So the next deck here, I have a deck review on, and it was one of 3 decks I won from Card Mechanics 13,000 subscriber contest. It was a gift bundle. That was a really, really fun video. So I'll leave that video down below as well. But of course, if I forget to leave any videos down below, let me know the name down below and I will link that. But these are the Avocados. I'm not gonna show you these because I did a review on these already. So this is actually my first ever OPC deck, and I always wanted OPC decks. So these are really cool. The next deck is the second of 3 decks I won from Card Mechanic. These are the deck starter decks, or this is the deck starter, and I have a review on these as well, so I'm not gonna show you these. But this is actually a pretty neat deck. So the next deck here, I have a red and a blue. So these are just bicycle standard jumbo. So I decided to get 1 brick of jumbo, 1 brick of bicycle, red and blue. So 6 each, 6 red, 6 blue. And I decided I like the standards a lot more, but these are going to be the jumbo cards. Now, I'm not going to do a review on these, obviously, because they're just jumbo, but if you would like for me to, let me know and I will. So this deck here is going to be the blue jumbo deck. I actually have a few of these that aren't really used that much, so they're like brand new. But they're good in case I run out of standards or I need to practice with a deck. The next deck is going to be another blue jumbo. So like I said, I have a brick of these. I think for the standards, I bought 2 or 3 bricks, actually. Not at once, but over time. So the next deck I have a review on as well. So there's 2 decks that come here, but these are going to be the signed prototype of Kevin Booth's Dystopia deck, or Camp 52. Okay, so I have a whole review on these. He sent some pretty cool goodies. Okay, so here's going to be the signed box. And then really quick, I'll show you. The prototype here is still going to be in the cellophane. And then he sent a cool card. It says, "Congratulations from Kevin. Threw in a real deck as well as the signed prototype. Enjoy." So, really not cool. If you don't know any of these people I'm shouting out, I'm going to try, no promises, but I'm going to try to remember to leave their channels down below in the description. But if I can't because of the word limit or whatever, it's going to be a pinned comment in the description. The next deck here is going to be one of two. So these are going to be the gray fire element deck. And you can see how much I actually use these. I didn't review these yet, so I will go ahead and show you them real quick. So I know a million card tricks actually use these a few times, okay? So if you go on his channel and you look around, you might be able to see these even better. But here's the back design. And you can see right here is going to be the design. Really quick, one of the quartz is going to have this dark orange, not even a red, but like an orange. Then it can be orange and black for the quartz. The ace here is going to be orange. The number cards are going to be black. And then for the ace of spades, it's going to be, what is this? It's going to have that neat design there to match the front of the box. So the next deck here, I actually won one of three. So I won quite a few decks. It was from Card Mechanics 5,000 subscriber contest. These are the product red playing cards. So these are really cool. I actually showed these in my identical Jokers video. So what playing cards come with identical Jokers? Or identical cards, like a duplicate. So I'll leave that video down below as well. So the next deck here is going to be another red Bicycle Jumbo. Definitely my go-to decks are Bicycle, Standard, either red or blue. But I like to have a red and a blue on me at all times. The next deck is going to be the finished Camp 52 Dystopian deck, and I actually used these quite a few times. Not too many times, but you can see the bottom of the box. Then you can see up here. So I have a review on these, and I know there's a dark dystopian deck, so a black one coming out. So I'm going to try to actually get that one if I can. So the next deck here is going to be the black bicycle fire deck. So it's just like the gray one, except the box here is going to be black. So I don't know why, but that's how it goes. Then the next one I have a review on as well, and these are the Theory 11 Avengers. So these are really cool if you love superheroes. I probably wouldn't use these for Magic, but they're still cool other than that. So those were the first set of decks. Let me put these back real quick. Probably not going to take these out again like this. And here's the last section. Okay, so moving up to the second row here, we have 3 rows here we have to get through. So the second one is going to be, or the first one for the first row here, going to be the blue or black Bicycle Averys. Now this comes in a 2-pack, okay, and I did a review on these, so I'm not going to actually go over these. The second one is going to be black Seafarers. These are, or like, I think either green or black. Either way, these are really cool, and I have a review on these as well, so I'm not gonna actually go over these. The third one I actually received as a gift from Card Mechanic one time when I signed up for the Underground Club. So if you're not part of the Underground Club, I would really consider joining. It's really nice. So he sent me some red remedies from Daniel Madison. I don't have many Madison decks, but these are really cool. And the last one here, if you know me by now, you know it's going to be a standard red bicycle deck. So that was the first row. The second row here, so let me actually move these down, just like this. Okay, so these are going to be the other Avery deck. I don't know this color, but it's like a yellow or like a tan. The next deck here is another 2-pack. These are going to be the Blue Bicycle Victors pack. I already have a review on these as well, so I'm not going to go over these. Oh, the next deck here, I don't think I have a review on for some reason. Okay, so these are going to be the Bicycle 1885s, okay? So really quick, I'll go ahead and show you these. So here's the back design of the cards. So here's one of the black cards. And then one of the reds is going to be darker. One of the quartz is going to look like this. If I show you each card individually, this video is going to be so long. And I have a feeling it's going to be really long already. So, and right here is the Ace of Spades. And then the last card, or card deck, is gonna be a blue bicycle jumbo deck. Okay, once again, like I said, I have quite a few of those. So the next set of decks here, the first one is going to be Dead Hands by Xavier Spade. This was a really fun unboxing, so make sure you check out the video on the review of these. The next deck is definitely one of my favorites. It's gonna be the Bicycle Presidents deck, which I have a whole video on as well, and I also let you know some facts about each of the presidents. Okay, so really cool deck. The next one is gonna be another nice one, which I have a review on already. These are gonna be the Holy playing cards. So each of the cards here is gonna be a saint. Okay, and I have a video on these. I think I showed these in my updated Riffle Shuffle tutorial video. And the last deck is gonna be a packaged. Okay, so it still has the cellophane on it, but it's just gonna be a red jumbo bicycle deck. The next deck here, actually, I show quite a few times. I've actually talked about the person I won it from quite a few times. These are the Black Vintage Label cards from Robert Ball Magician. I shouted him out so many times on here, so here's another shout out. Go with the rest of the shout outs. I'll leave his channel either in the pinned comment or description, depending on what I can do. The next deck is going to be that red Victor's back. To go with the blue, we have the red, and I obviously have a review on this as well. I don't remember if it's in the same video or not, but all videos will be down below. This one I didn't review, but these are just some red ace authentic cards, okay? So really quick, I'll go ahead and I'll show you these. So here's the back design. And then here's one of the number cards. One of the red cards is gonna be a lighter red. And then here is gonna be one of the courts. And then for that ace of spades, right here. And the last deck here I have a review on as well, and a lot of people actually like this deck quite a lot. So these are the run playing cards, okay? So right here. And instead of opening up from the top, these open up from the side. Okay, so that's really cool. It's like a wallet. So I'll leave that video down below. It should be in the playlist. One of the two playlists. The next deck here, I won again as one of Card Mechanics' 5K subscriber contests. These are the white Artisans, which I showed briefly in my last video. I want to say I did a review on all three of the decks Card Mechanics sent me then, but I don't remember. So these are going to be blue Bin Wang. Okay, these are complete garbage. I wouldn't buy these for the life of me. Okay, but really quick, they feel like just plastic and they're really bad. They're really stiff and they're just hard. So here's the back design. Like the faces are going to be bicycle standard, so that's really good. Here is going to be the one of the numbers. One of the red is going to be like a lighter red. And then for that ace, which is right here. Now, now there is a red one of this deck, so I'm not going to go over the red because it's going to be the same here. Okay. The next deck here going to be another red bicycle jumbo. I should keep these all together, but I don't. And then one of my favorites, not for Magic, but just because, gonna be the Peanuts Snoopy deck. I love Peanuts, so this is gonna be the Peanut Snoopy, which I actually do have a review on as well. So the next set of decks here, the first one is gonna be the Bicycle Webbed. I showed these briefly in my last video, so I'm not gonna show these again. The next deck is going to be that red Bin Wang. Okay, so I'm not going to show these. No point to. The next one, once again, is going to be another red bicycle jumbo. Okay. So quite a few of these I have. And then it's going to be a blue bicycle jumbo as well. So I actually have quite a few red and blue I've opened over the months. Especially with this pandemic, I tried to stock up as well as I could. I didn't know when we were going to be able to get out again. So the next deck here I have a whole review on. These are definitely one of my favorites. These are the Blue Empire Bloodlines. Now, I think there is a green, but I'm going to stick with the blue. The next deck I've purchased a few times. I don't have all of them with me, but these are going to be the blue B cards, okay? Now, I'm sure everyone knows B cards, but really quick, I'll go ahead and I'll show you. I have a red one, but I won't show you that because it's the same as the blue. So these are borderless. So here's the back. So here is going to be one of the numbers, so the reds, these are actually lighter. Now the picture cards or court cards are gonna be the same. And then for the Ace of Spades, it's gonna look just like that. So those were the B cards. Use these a few times as well. The next deck here I have a review on, definitely one of my favorites, are the Sea Green Keepers. The only thing I'm disappointed with about this deck is that they're not marked. But I guess the red keepers are marked. I read up all the keepers are marked except the green. And this was the first keeper deck I ever saw, so I wanted it for Christmas. I got it. For some reason, it wasn't marked, so. And then we'll end with a bicycle red standard. Now, the only reason the back is different here is because this was purchased from Walmart. Okay, so I think my mom got me a 2-pack of these, one red, one blue from Walmart. Okay, so that's why the back design is actually different. So the next set of decks I have a review on as well. These are gonna be the Bicycle Zero Gravity. Okay, so these are really cool. I barely use these, but these are really cool. The next deck is going to be a red Bead Deck, so I'm not going to go ahead and show you these, but that's what they are. The next deck I have a review on as well. Think this was my first Spider-Man deck I ever got. So these are the Amazing Spider-Man, which I should have a review for, actually. And then this deck, I don't know the name of it, but it looks like this. Like a green bicycle deck. So really quick, I'll go ahead and I'll show you. Here's the back design. Now, the cards themselves, the blacks are going to be more green to actually match the back design. Here's one of the courts. So the reds are going to be like a dark purple or a pink. The court cards are going to have that color to go with it. One of the blacks. One of the reds. And then for that Ace of Spades, it's going to be right here. It's going to have that really, really dark pink or purple to it. So, the next set of decks here, I showed these a few times. I actually use these way too much. Okay, but these are the Orbit V7s. Okay, so as you can see, I don't even use these anymore, but boy, look at that. So I don't have a review on these, but I think I showed them briefly in my last video. Okay. The next one is going to be just a regular black bicycle deck standard. Okay, so I'm not going to show you these because they're bicycle, except that they're black. The next one here is going to be a blue bicycle deck standard. Okay, so I have a few of these actually laying around. And this was the last of 3 decks in Card Mechanics 13,000 subscriber gift bundle. These are the Lady Moon playing cards, and I actually have a review on these as well. Don't want this video to be too long here, but I have a feeling it might be. So the next one here I have a review on again is the Odyssey Deck. These are actually quite cool. Okay, and there was a little piece of paper that actually came with it, talking about what each of the court cards mean. And I actually show that in the video. So then will be down below in one of the playlists. As always, gonna be a red bicycle standard. I think red is my go-to. Okay, but blue I like to have as well. This one I actually won in an ever so slight contest along with the Polyantha cards. Okay, so these are going to be the Autism Speaks cards. I have a whole review on these. Definitely in my top 5 favorite. A little biased towards these, but definitely my favorites. And obviously, we're going to have a blue bicycle jumbo. So these ones are I don't know how to pronounce these, but Solokid. These are the Leo playing cards. I have a review on these as well, so I'm not gonna actually go over these. This one is gonna be the Bicycle Dragon deck. These are actually cool. Okay, so I have a review on these as well. The next one here is going to be a blue bicycle standard deck. Okay, so there's that. Not much more is needed. And the last one, a really cool deck, is the Super B cards by Illusionist. The only thing with these are the pips are a little hard to tell as to whether or not it's red or black. So if I ever use these, it's going to be for some sort of video with a slight, a move, or whatever. Probably not a trick, just because the pips are so weird. But they're really cool cards otherwise than that. The next deck here is going to be Bicycle Emoji. I have a whole review on these. I think these are in one video where I did 2 deck reviews. Okay, then I taught like 3 tricks. That was right before Christmas. I thought I uploaded that video, but turns out I hadn't. So then it finally got uploaded. So this was the 3rd deck from Ever So Slight's contest I won. The Twisted Artistry by Terry 80, I think Addy. These I used quite a few times. They're really good. I think there's a V2 coming out or already out. Next one I've talked about a few times, and these are the Vanity 41. These, I'm not going to review these because I have a video on these, but these are my only gilded deck. Okay, so these are actually gilded. Double backer. Okay. Something happened here. Oh, okay. Don't know, did I even show these in my last video? I thought I did, but I don't know. I have a whole review on these. So here's one of the reds. Now, I recorded that video really early in the morning, so I probably actually missed a few decks there. I don't know if I'm going to go back to all the work of remaking that video, but I could go ahead and just hold up each of the decks and not actually review them. I could do that. One of the courts, and then for that's the clubs. The pips are so tiny. Here's the ace of spades, if I can hold it. Okay. And the last deck I received as a gift, and this was a deck from Hester 23 Bears, a CH. So this was a deck he used quite a few times in his videos. The Bicycle Autumn deck. I think I actually have a review on these as well. So there's that row. So we have one row left. And then I have a bucket with some cards, okay? So the next set of decks here, the first one is going to be the Rise Playing Cards V1. I have a whole review on these, so I'm not going to go ahead and actually review those any. The second deck is going to be Capital Cards, okay? So, really quick, I'll go ahead and I will show you. So here's what they look like here. Has the capital, is really nice, especially if you love history. It goes with the presidents, I think. So the reds are darker. And here's one of the courts. Those are really cool. The ace of spades is actually right here. Those were the capital cards. Well, the next deck here, I think I have a review on. It was a year or two ago. These cards, I think, are the ones that are supposed to glow in the dark. Okay. So, you can check the playlist for the deck review video on this. I think I do, actually. Okay. Now we're getting down there. You can actually see some of the decks now and how I'm doing this. Need a bigger table. Okay, so for these decks, these are the Hellions or the Helions by Daniel Madison. I have a review on these, so I'm not going to go over them. This deck here, I actually have two of, okay? So, these are the Red Monarchs. You know me, you know the Red Monarchs are definitely my favorite out of the three. So I went ahead and I picked up a second Monarch. I don't remember if it's this one or the other one. I think it was the other one. Okay, so here's the Red Monarchs. And then we have a red standard bicycle. Now, I did show the Monarchs in the last video, so I'm not going to go over them right now. Okay, here we go. So for these decks here, we have the green Monarchs. Okay, so there was 3 colors of Monarchs I got. So here are the green. This deck, I think there was one more deck too, I picked up from a Goodwill store. So these are blue bicycle rider back. And these are actually quite nice. They're like brand new. Okay. I heard rider backs were good, so when I saw these, I decided to get them. Plus, they were the only deck that looked at least new, and they were full. Okay, so comes with your 2 jokers on top. Comes with a guaranteed joker, then a regular joker. I didn't do a review on these because obviously they're bicycle, so I didn't think there was any reason to. but these are really nice. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use these, but they're here. There's the ace. The next deck here is in a 2-pack. Okay, so this is gonna be the red deck here. So I have a review on both of these, so you can check out that video. And then we're gonna have a blue bicycle standard deck. Okay, so nothing there. The next set of decks, this is going to be the other red Monarch deck. I think this is the newest one I had received, or I actually bought. This is the other deck to go with the red one. So these are the black ones. So this deck I also picked up along with the Rider back cards. I wasn't too sure about these, but I decided to do it anyway. So I'm not too sure the name of these cards, but they say slaying cards on the side. And really quick, I'll go ahead and I will show you these. So I use these for practice a few times, and they're not too bad. So here's the back design. The only thing I don't understand about this deck is why we need 4 jokers in here. 4 jokers. And they're going to be color coordinated, okay? So there's going to be 2 colored jokers and 2 black and white jokers, okay? So definitely some nice duplicates here. Here's what one of the jokers look like. And then just imagine it colored. Go ahead and I'll show you that. Okay, and then really quick, I'll go ahead and show you the cards. So the reds are going to be lighter. And the blacks are going to be just black. One of the courts are going to be like this. They remind me of the Arco cards. I don't have any Arcos, but I have seen some reviews of those. Like the Arco faces. And then for the Ace of Spades right here. Okay, so, and then the last deck to end it is going to be just a blue bicycle standard. Now, some of these are old, so I don't use them anymore. And then some of them are going to be like brand new. And then we have 2 columns left, and then I have the bucket. So hopefully this video isn't taking too long. So this one is going to be the blue or the black. I'm not too sure which color, but it's going to be the other Monarchs. So these were like the first Monarchs to actually come out. This one is going to be signed. So these are the Canis Lupus playing cards, but Card Mechanic actually signed them as part of the Amethyst package. So you received a sticker or 2. So here's one of the stickers. I have a few of these laying around. And then we got a package of Amethyst Gems. That was the Amethyst package. These I have a review on. These are WJPC cards. Okay, so right here. And then these are another deck of President cards. So these right here, these actually have all the presidents from Washington to Trump. The other deck has them from Washington to Obama. Okay, so That's going to be different there. And then the last column here we have I can grab it. Okay, so these are going to be my latest deck review. These are Bicycle Cats, which I have a whole video on. These are the regular Canis Lupus. Definitely one of my favorites. I want to say I have a review on these, but if I don't, really quick, I'll go ahead and I'll show you. So if you watch Card Mechanic, I'm sure you've seen these hundreds of times. The back design's going to have that dark purple. It's going to feature 2 wolves as the chess pieces. The blacks are going to remain blacks, so nothing wrong there. The court cards are going to have the purple with it if it's red, and then it's going to have like a black and white. And then for the blacks, the reds, okay, so reds right there, they're going to be purple. That was red. Let's go to black. Right here is going to be it's going to be black, but it's going to be purple instead. Okay. And then the Ace of Spades is going to be if I can find it. I went right by it. Right there. It's the wolf piece, and it says Canis Lupus. So there was the deck. And then the last 2 decks in here. One's going to be a very old Bicycle standard deck. Then the other one's going to be a newer blue Bicycle standard deck. And those were actually all of the cards in the table. So quite a few actually. But really quick, I want to go ahead and show you the tub I have. I have reviews on all of these, so I'm not going to actually show you them. But I think we're almost at an hour here. Let's go ahead and take these out. Actually, I have more cards in here than I remembered. Probably have some other ones somewhere else. But here they are over here. Okay, so starting right off, we have a regular red Bicycle standard deck. Right here, we have obviously a deck review on the Spider-Man deck. Okay, this was a fun deck to review. Then we have Black Panther. Then, this one I received at college. These are Space Invaders. Okay, you can see how torn up the box is. I think I have a few more of these cards somewhere else. So if I can find them, I will go ahead and make a review video on them. But these are the cards, so Space Invaders. Now the 2 jokers here are going to say game over. So game over there, joker, game over there, joker there as well. Now, the green cards, okay, so the greens are going to be blacks. Here's the Ace of Spades. One of the numbers, okay, I can show you there. We'll get into one of the courts right there. And then the reds are going to be blue. So it's going to be a different card there. And then these are going to be all of the number cards, okay? Just like that. Okay. Put these back. The next deck here is going to be a Bicycle Frosted. Okay, so these are actually quite cool. Here's the front design of them. Now, the two Jokers, okay. So here's the reds. They're going to have like that pink. And then the blacks are going to be like a dark green or a dark blue. The ace is going to be like this. So these are like brand new, really. Received these, I think, from college, too, from someone. The court cards are going to look like that. There's a few cards I received from someone at college a few years back. And then the Jokers. So here's one Joker. I don't know where the other one went to. Right there. Okay, so the next deck I received from college I actually have on me are going to be Bicycle Stargazer. And then I do know beforehand I went out and I got another deck before I actually received the second deck of these, if that made sense. So the Stargazer is going to look like this. They're going to be borderless. Going to have your two Jokers right here. So they're like identical. One of the numbers, so this is going to be black. So the club. The red card for the king is going to be here. And then for one of the red cards, it's going to be here. And then for that ace of spades, that is going to be right here. And then for the rest of the decks, I have reviews on. So these are going to be the Deadpool cards. Definitely one of my favorites. Then we have my first deck review I did here of the Christmas ones. So these are Christmas cards. These are quite nice as well. Then I have everyone's favorite SpongeBob here. Okay, so these are really nice. Then I have Scooby-Doo, one of my favorite shows, so these are really nice. Scooby-Doo. And then we're going to end it with Venom. So, that finally was my deck review. So those were all of the decks I currently have. Now the other decks I have buried somewhere else. So if I ever dig those out someday, I will go ahead and make another video just showing those. But if I showed all of these together, I don't know how long the video would be. So that was the deck review video. It's my first ever video. Someone asked me, how many decks do I have? I said I wasn't too sure, so I would go ahead and make a video about it instead. That was the video. Let me know how much you like this. Let me know your favorite decks, your least favorite decks, which ones you have, which ones you would buy. Let me know all of those. Any ones I should look into buying in the future. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Next week, we're gonna start up with the tricks and the sleights and everything else again. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.